Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Kicks and Cuts. It's Marv here, and I got some great investment options for you guys. And I also wanted to touch on the topic about the restocks that keep happening, which is very unfortunate, but I have some tips and maybe some tricks that could help out my local resellers and store owners as well. I hope you guys are having a good day and a good start to your 2022. And I also hope you guys enjoyed my previous video that I shot with Carlo, the owner of Kicks in the 216, where we sat down and talked about StockX NFTs. But I only have 4 pairs here. I got 3 pairs of Jordans and I also have a pair of Yeezys. I'm going to be on my phone checking the market and explaining to you guys why I think that these are great investment options right now. And then a little later on in the video I will talk about the restocks that are happening. And so first I'm going to start with a Jordan 1 patent bred. All around, this is a great release. It was very hyped at the beginning, and now numbers are dropping. So this is a reason why it is a good investment right now. I have a grade school pair, but I'm also going to look at the market on men's pairs as well. So this is a 6.5Y that I have here currently. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, I mean, it's a beautiful shoe. You got the family on the inside here, stitched. I don't know if you'll see that on video. And then, I mean, it's patent. I mean, you can't go wrong with a patent at all. So, let me dive in here to the numbers. I'll have this on screen for you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. But if we go down here to the graph, when these hadn't even released yet, when they hadn't even released yet, they were at 1080, right? Over $1,000 shoe. Then release was what? December 30th. So that was October 4th where it was at 1080. And then we go fast forward to December 30th and it dropped down to a $385 shoe. So let's just round it whole numbers to 350. To date right now it's going for 283. So if we were to invest now in these patent breds, and this would be a longer hold. These are all longer hold options in my opinion. If you were to invest now, I would say a good buy-in price on men's pairs. And when I say men's pairs, I know men's is right after grade school, but true men's pairs, which I would say is 10 to 13, they're going for a lot more. But I would say a good number to get in at right now is around $300. If you can purchase the shoe in between $300 and $325, in between that men's 10 to men's 13, and you can hold it for a little bit, these will definitely be going up in the summer, in the springtime. It's the nature of a Jordan 1. They're going to tank for a second, coming right off of the release. There's a ton of pairs that were produced, and I think it'll just be a great spring-summer shoe. Now, if we go over to the grade school pairs, you know, their retail is lower. But I mean, if we go back to the beginning again, they were going for $365, retail's $130. Then they had a spike. They had a big spike in early December. They went up to like $430, right? And now they're sitting at like $250. So same release date and everything. If you could buy in on these grade school pairs at anywhere between, you know, $200 and $220. Honestly, no, like less than that. I wouldn't even say that actually. If you could invest anywhere between $180 and $200, I think that's a great investment and a great hold. Yeah, anywhere between $160 and $180 on the Jordan 1 patent grade schools. Because honestly, it's a great shoe. It's just a beautiful shoe between the grade school and the men's. Jordan 1 patent bred. Again, while the market is low, invest in, and I think these are all going to go up. We're going to go to a Yeezy next. We got the blue tints. Yeezy 350 blue tints, if it'll focus in on that. These just released the other day. I'm going to look up the exact time. Not the exact time, the exact date. Alright, so the blue tints released on... Well, on StockX it says 2017, but obviously this just got re-released. I think it was last week. But the Yeezy 350 blue tint, I have a couple sizes in store. I think I have a 5.5, 6.5, 9, and like a 13. So these haven't really been out long enough to see kind of what's going to happen with them in a sense. But if we go back just a little bit on the graph here, right at the end of like middle of December, end of December, they were a little over $400, right? Now they're sitting around three exactly, honestly. This is a shoe that in the spring, summer, I wouldn't even say spring, in the summer, this is going to be a $350 shoe, in my opinion. I think so. I think this is going to be a $350 shoe in the summer, and I think if you can buy in now while the market is going down, since pairs are being released and UPS is delaying shipments, that's another thing I kind of want to touch on for a second. When pairs are being released now, stuff is being so delayed that the market value is still a little bit higher for a longer period of time because of the fact that pairs are being delivered late to people. So again, blue tints, Yeezy 350. If you can buy in right now between like 250 and 270, maybe if you can, wiggle some pairs out for like 240 to 270, if you can buy in right in there, I think that'll be a really good hold. That's what I've been buying in between, personally, and I think it'll be a great hold for the summer. The ladies will love them, the guys will love them, the couples will want to match them. I mean, this is a great option here. Yeezy 350 blue tint, another shoe I think is a great investment right now. Jordan 4 Red Thunder. So I didn't get too many of these. I probably got about a dozen of these in total. Wish I would have bought more of these. Market is currently not doing so hot on these compared to where they were at. So let's pull up StockX and see what happened with these. Red Thunder. So these retailed for $190. They released this month on the 15th. And previously, before this sneaker dropped, its peak was $825 on November 22nd of 2021. Currently, right now, they're sitting at $312. So they're right around $300 for the men's pairs. I'm not even going to go into the grade school. Obviously, this is a great... Jordan 4s always do well. I don't know if these won't do what the Oreos did, but I think these will do better than the Lightnings for sure. But I think any men's pair, any grade school pairs that you can get your hand on is a good buy. So currently for me, I've been paying personally between $250 and $265 for men's pairs. And I think it's going to be a great summer shoe. Even though it's a black shoe, it'll be a great summer shoe. And then if we go over to the grade school Thunders didn't really sell well for me, the men's pairs did. But if I were to go to 7Y, which is normally the most expensive one, I would be trying to pay for grade school between like, if you could get in at like 165 to 185, upwards to 200. Honestly, I think you're paying pretty well. And I think it'll be a great return on your investment as soon as the summer kicks off. But right now, again, with all these sneakers, these are just observations that I've had with previous releases. And these are all recent releases from December and to the current date. So you could take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but these are all definitely great investments, especially if you can hone in on the price points that I'm talking about. And even sometimes paying a little bit higher isn't always bad, especially if you're buying in bulk, because there's always going to be stores, different people that need these sneakers maybe even if it's in different towns, different places as well. But up next we have the cool grays. I got a men's 8 here in my hand. Another shoe that was just crazy. So let's pull up market. I got my hands on a couple dozen pair of these, of the cool grays. So let's look at some numbers on these. I mean, they released December 11th of last year. Their peak was $670. It says they're 12-month historical. I'm going to pop this on screen for each shoe. I didn't really look at it. But the 12-month high was $841, and the 12-month low was $151. So I don't know what that $151 goes based on, because StockX is weird. They go all the way down to like a 3.5 men's to a 18 men's, so who knows. But back on track here, a men's 8, I just want to see what it's going for right now. You could buy a men's 8 on StockX right now for $265. Which is crazy. If men's 8 sold well for me, I would literally just buy that off of StockX probably right now. Because think about it, we were selling these were going for $350, $375, $400. Some stores were selling these for $500. The cool gray 11s. So in my opinion, you know, like I said before, 10 through 13 is where I like to base my men's pairs. If you could buy in right now between 260 to 280, I think you're sitting on a little gold mine, because I think these are going to go back up to around that 350, 375, especially when people start wearing their pairs. You got to look back at all Jordan 11s. They never fail. Besides that women's pair that they came out with. I'll pop that up on screen. I don't know what that was, but if we go here to the Jubilees, maybe I'll be biting my tongue. Okay, not yet. So they're at, last sale was $350. Their high was $448 was the 12-month high for them. So if we look, I mean, they tanked right at release, and then slowly are going to keep going up, because people are going to wear their pairs, and then people want new pairs, and it's like every Jordan 11, every retro. So again, on a men's cool gray, if you could buy in between 260 and 280, I think you're looking at a good little profit in the summer. And these honestly aren't even long holds. I'm talking 2-3 months, guys. No, 4 months. 4 months probably. Maybe a little bit of a longer hold list. January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, around 4 months. May, as soon as summer kicks off, these are going to be on people's feet. And a lot of people, these actually might go down a little bit in the summer and then pop back up, because people might be holding these pairs in their closet and such until the summer to throw them on. But again, I think this will be like a $350 shoe. It was already there. I just see it going back up here this summer. The patent breads, grade school, you know, grade school might go back up to around, and I'm talking all for this upcoming spring, around 250 maybe. Let me see where they're back at again. The patent breads. Patent bread. Yeah, I mean, honestly, 275. Because some pairs are already sitting around like 250 right now, so I would say 275 is going to be their going rate. But who knows? Market changes so often with these sneakers. I would say 250 is where I would honestly say that most of the grade school is going to be at, between 230 and 250. And then if we go down to the blue tints, the blue tints are going to be at like 325. I won't look those up. I think they'll be around 325 to 350 depending on the size. And then these red thunders, I mean, I was moving pairs in store at 350. And I know other stores that were, you know, 375, 400, 425, 450. So I think, you know, during the summer, they're sitting around 3 right now. That could be a $350 shoe, you know, especially once these pairs dwindle out. But hey, what do I know? I wanted to come on here, just talk to you guys about some investments that I'm working on right now. These 4 pairs, I'm trying to get some size runs, work some deals out. Going down to Miami this weekend with 440 Kicks for a sneaker event down there. Super excited. Keep a lookout for those videos to come, and keep a lookout on the series that I am doing with Carlo on the StockX NFTs. They are doing a re-release on February 2nd of some more NFT sneakers. Right now it's kind of a bubble. We're both trying to invest on a pair each and see where it goes. But I appreciate you guys taking time to stop by the channel, check the video out. If you're interested in getting a haircut, you can tap in with Chris Aran. They are both tagged in the bio. Peace. I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.